Okay, Dr. Stone, episode 1, everybody. This show has been hyped up. It's been hyped up a lot by Crunchyroll. It's been getting forced out by Crunchyroll. They're putting ads everywhere. And it's a show that is brought to you by Shonen Jump. But it's maybe arguably the most unique show within Shonen Jump. It's a show that is dictated by science. It's a show that has everyone in the world being petrified into stone for 3,700 years. And we have two people who are Taju and, of course, our main man, Senku, who actually have been cognitive during this time. Especially since Senku's even counted out the days to make sure that he knew what year it was in present day, which I found is absolutely terrible. I mean, think about it. I mean, for thousands of years, it's counting every second. For thousands of years, being cognitive but not being able to move, not being able to speak, not being able to move from the place in which you lie. And that's crazy if you really think about that in the grand scheme of things. So this show, once again, has been hyped up by Crunchyroll, and I'm really interested to see what it got, because one word comes to mind after this first episode and the presentation that it used, that it gave us, right? Unique. The show was really extremely unique, the way it just carried itself, everything. I don't know, it's really a weird kind of presentation. It's a good presentation, at least. I think I enjoyed it personally, and I would most definitely recommend this show to other people. So, other things that I did notice in the show is some animals were petrified and some weren't. It seemed as if there was some kind of selection, and it is weird because I have heard that there is a mystery behind the petrification that does progress in or push, the narrative, the story. And that's good, because I looked at Dr. Stone today and I said, what's going to make this anime move forward? What's going to make it progress? What's going to make it what's going to make it interested? What's going to keep me invested in the series? And I really looked at it, and I was just kind of like, it can't just be, hey, how do we make these people, unstonified, and we resurrect and build civilization. It's a shonen. There's got to be some antagonist, which I see who the antagonist is in the cover art and so on and so forth. So this show actually has more going for it than what I thought it may have. I thought it may not be deep enough. I thought it may have at first just been about, let's just unpetrify people, which in the first episode they find out how to do so. So we know that there's going to be a lot more to this than that. And I've heard that there is an antagonist that believes in one way of life, and how civilization should be resurrected, compared to our main character, Senku's, who, can I say, Senku's character design is badass. Like, holy shit. I mean, Senku's the one with the spiked up hair. You'll see him in the thumbnail. And Taju is our other main male character. You'll see him on the right side of the thumbnail for this video. So really interesting, really unique presentation. I did not expect it, Dr. Stone to present itself in the manner in which it did. It's such a weird, the music, everything is just so... It's so out of the norm, and maybe that's why, Shonen Jump's really pushing this. Maybe that's why they may have got some extra money to push this, because it's a unique shonen. It's something that we have never seen Shonen Jump ever put in their magazine, from my knowledge. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, the only other show that I know that fights with science and stuff is like Irregular the Magic High School, and I know there's a couple other ones I'm probably forgetting, but like not to the depth in which this show does. I mean, there's even a ending credit scene that said, hey, all the science in this show is based off of real life, and if you do the things that are in the show, well, guess what? Well, you're going to be doing what they're doing in the show, in real life, too. So don't be doing that without expertise. It's dangerous. They had to give people a fair warning, because the show is super realistic in terms of the way it's taking, science and implementing it in the show. It's super realistic. It's real. It's as real as it fucking gets, but it's just in a fictional story. So that's some crazy intense stuff there. I'm really interested to see where the show goes on it moving forward. And please excuse my language earlier, but it slips out from time to time. I do apologize. But, other than that, though, the opening is something that we do need to talk about. The opening had a really unique, the way it presented itself with the visuals, the art, the animation, and how that all went together. The way the music kind of just rolled on through with the visuals. Everything's just different with this show, man. It's just a different type of show. It's that simple. I have not truly seen something quite like this. I'm really interested to see where this goes. By episode 5 or 6, I want to be able to say, hey, I see where this show's going. It's keeping me interested, and that's something that kind of scares me because we're in a very safari-like kind of setting, and there's not, I don't know how much you can really add to it. I mean, you can add real-life things to it, but not all of us, a lot of us may not want to watch the Discovery Channel, the anime. We want to watch Dr. Stone, the anime. We want to see what the antagonists are doing when they arrive. We want to see why people are getting, turned to stone, why this happened, why it happened for 3,700 years. Who did it? First off, who the hell did it? There's a lot of variables in this that just have me interested in what the hell is going to be happening. And that's my only worry about Dr. Stone to begin with. Can it carry a narrative? How many villains can there be? Because from what I know, the villain's actually going to be someone that went to the school. So obviously he must be petrified in the stone as well. So I'm just kind of like, I mean, if that is the case, how deep is that villain? Well, he doesn't even know why they got turned to stone. Okay, we're fighting over what civilization should be, but at the same time, we have to ask ourselves, what is the be-all, end-all? Who's the true antagonist? How much depth and/or layers can they add to that antagonist? I don't know. That really does concern me. Dr. Stone probably shouldn't be a long-running series, and that's probably why the anime is getting made so early into the manga being pumped out, because I don't even believe there's over 50 chapters, which, 12 episodes, you're talking about. It's not a monthly, it's a weekly, so there's 2 chapters an episode at least right there. So, we could be up to chapter 50 by the time this is all said and done. We could. We could be, but at the same time, it's not 25 episodes, so we're actually probably going to be around 25, 30. So, we're not going to be too far behind where the manga is, and it started early, so it makes me believe that maybe the manga is actually probably halfway done or something. Maybe the manga is only going to be like 100 chapters. It doesn't seem like this show is going to have enough depth, but if it can, a show can have 1 layer. It can have 2 layers. And if it's presented right, okay. Just don't drag the layers out too long. And for some reason, that's kind of worrying me for Dr. Stone, because it just doesn't seem like the way it's set up is going to allow for much. There's not much. The world's just basically environment. It's habitat. What else can you, how deep can you really go? And that's the question I wonder, and I'm interested in. So that's my one worry. They're going to try to stretch out one narrative, one plot point, one theme, and/or concept, whichever you want to refer to it as, idea, and they're going to try to stretch out too long, and I hope they don't do that. So, as always, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow Twitter X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.